who's sad. You know who's sad. Leave. New plays you've never seen.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. They'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. This is going to be a Colts first down as good running gets him to about the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle made by...
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. They run with Hines. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Naeem Hines.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
30-yard line.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it.
The quarterback on the scramble. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
The running back. The tackle made by Miles Jack.
On third down, Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
It's on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A gain of 11.
The numbers for Njoku from a week ago, 11 catches, 94 yards, and a score.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ross. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ross. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. It's a gain of 5.
Looking to throw. Man. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. But they'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Man. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew a rifle.
Damn, I like to see that. Otherwise.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in quarter number 2, and it's the Colts who have the football. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Man, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 15-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Boy, just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will make it 6-0.
Jaguars nothing.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
To throw is Ross. Throwing on 1st down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Jacksonville.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
A final shot before break. Man. Coverage, and it's intercepted. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. He's tackled at the...
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And he was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield. And it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. We're going to get a picks him up 5, 1st and 15.